Welcome to American English in a Minute. You are lucky. Sometimes, a small chance event or decision can make the difference between a happy ending and an utter disaster. So we don't want to just use a single phrase like, how lucky. You want to use something with a little more emphasis, a little more oomph. We want to describe not only the situation, but how that situation made us feel. And these expressions will help you do that. In situations where you or someone else finds themselves with good luck, try using one of these expressions instead. It's a good thing. It's a good thing that. We use this phrase when something has prevented a disaster. We follow the phrase with a clause that describes the fortunate action or circumstance. For example, it's a good thing that you didn't run the red light. There was a cop just around the corner. It's just as well. This phrase is similar to it's a good thing. We use this when something has prevented a disaster or a problem in our lives. For example, it's just as well you didn't go out with him on a date. We found out he was married. Fortunately, luckily. We use these phrases when we are retelling a story, and they are followed by some good aspect of the situation. For example, even though the weather forecast was for sunshine all day, luckily, I had an umbrella in my car when it started raining. As luck would have it, this is another phrase that we use when we are retelling a story, and it's also followed by some good aspect of the story. So for example, I really needed to find my bus pass, and as luck would have it, it was sitting right inside of my shoe. That was a stroke of luck. We use this phrase to react to a lucky story that somebody has told us. We can also use it to comment on our own good fortune at the time it occurs. For example, after waking up on the bus, right before my stop, I exclaimed, "What a stroke of luck!" It's very fortunate. It's most fortunate that. We use this phrase before describing the good thing that happened to us. For example, it's very fortunate that you weren't wearing your new suit when you fell over. That was a close call. That was a near miss. We use this phrase when we have experienced a near disaster that was just only avoided. Must be your lucky day. We use this phrase to say that we think another person has been lucky. Americans love using idioms in everyday conversations. So here's an idiom for this situation. You must have been born under a lucky star. This phrase means that you're favored or have extremely good fortune or luck. For example, Janet found a fantastic job as soon as she finished college. I guess she was just born under a lucky star. You can find this and many other videos on my YouTube channel, Kaizen Teaching.